All right, today we're zeroing in on RMD Engineering College, located in Kavaraipettai. The TNEA Code, as you can see, is 1112. We're going to give you a straightforward look at the facts and figures you'll need to know for your college shortlisting process.
So, let's get right to the biggest highlight. This is probably the most important thing you should know up front. 3 of their main engineering courses have NBA accreditation. Now that's a huge stamp of quality, and we're going to tell you exactly which ones in just a bit.
So here's how we're going to walk through everything today. We'll start with the college's basic identity, then cover its accreditations, see what courses are on offer, look at the all-important placement numbers, check out their research work, and finish up with campus facilities.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1. Who exactly is RMD Engineering College? Let's get the foundational details down.
So the college has been around since 2001 and is run by the Sri Swaminathan Nadu Educational Trust. Now, a couple of key things here for you to note. First, it's an autonomous college. That's a big plus because it means they can update their syllabus and curriculum to match what the industry actually needs. Second, it's a linguistic minority institution, which means admissions are split right down the middle, 50-50, between the TNEA, government quota, and the management quota.
All right, moving on to what I know is a top priority for parents especially. Let's talk about quality control, the official accreditations that prove a college's academic standards. First things first, the college has the green light from AICTE for the 2025-26 academic year. This is the absolute basic, non-negotiable requirement for any engineering college, so check.
And when it comes to the National Quality Check by NEC, RMD has been awarded a B++ grade.
And here we are, back to that key point from the beginning. The 3 programs with that coveted NBA accreditation are computer science, electronics and communication, and information technology. You know, the big ones. And this isn't some old certification. It's valid all the way through June 2026, which is a really strong signal of quality. So, with that quality check done, what are your actual options here? What branches can you choose for your future? Let's take a look.
As you can see, there are 5 undergraduate programs with a total intake of 780 students. And just look at that number for computer science and engineering, 300 seats. That's a huge chunk of the total, which really shows you they're all in on the most in-demand field right now.
And it's great to see they're not just sticking to the traditional stuff. They've kept up with the times, adding newer, really relevant branches like computer science and business systems back in 2020, and more recently, a full-fledged program in AI and machine learning in 2021.
Okay, let's get to the million-dollar question. The one thing every single student and parent wants to know. What about jobs after graduation? Time to look at the placement stats.
So let's be transparent and look at the trend here. As you can see, the college had some fantastic placement years, consistently hitting over 90%. But for the most recent batch, the 2021-25 batch, that number is currently at 72.81%. That's a very important piece of data to keep in mind.
So what does that 72% actually look like? Well, it translates to 308 students from that batch getting placed so far. 59 companies have come to campus for recruitment. And, just to give you a concrete example, a recruiter called Cellcom Solutions made offers with a package of 5 lakhs per annum.
Of course, college isn't just about placements. A great institution also pushes the boundaries with new ideas. So let's see what's happening on the research and innovation front at RMMD.
You can tell a college is serious about its research when you see names like these. We're talking about major government bodies like the Department of Science and Technology, SERB, and AICTE. Getting funding from them is a big deal, and it shows the research here is credible.
And that funding leads to some pretty cool real-world inventions. I mean, just in 2024, they were granted patents for things like a finger sleeve that uses machine learning to detect your heartbeats, and even a smart shopping cart that handles its own billing. This is practical, hands-on innovation.
And their work gets noticed on a national stage. The college was the second runner-up in the AICTE CII Lilavati Awards, which is a fantastic achievement, specifically for their project on legal awareness.
Okay, let's wrap up by looking at the practical side of things, the day-to-day life on campus. What are the facilities like?
For students coming from out of town, this is key. Yes, the college has separate hostel facilities for both boys and girls. And when it comes to food, the mess serves both vegetarian and non-vegetarian meals. So you've got options.
The campus itself is a good size, spread out over 26.2 acres. Getting there seems pretty convenient too. They have their own college bus service, and if you're taking the train, the Kavaraipettai railway station is really close, just about a kilometer away.
And what about financial support? Well, the college helps students access a whole range of scholarships. You've got the usual government schemes, scholarships from the college's own trust, and also those special AICTE schemes like Pragati and Saksham.
And just as a final note, we want to be clear that every piece of information we've shared today has been sourced directly from the college's own website and other trusted government portals at the time we prepared this explainer.
So RMD Engineering College offers a compelling mix of being an autonomous institution with those strong NBA-accredited programs and a clear focus on research. You've seen the facts, you've seen the numbers, now you have a more complete picture to help you decide if it aligns with your goals. Explore more engineering colleges at profsam.com, your true source for 12th to engineering decisions.